Some fans might be thinking, since I shared my top 5 fave games of all time, whether I have played many of the wrestling games. The answer is yes, and even if they were turned into a virtual reality pawn sim, I will never convince fans that No Mercy or Here Comes the Pain is not the greatest game ever made. Instead, I'm going to address the bad ones. My Mount Rushmore of worst wrestling games of all time. And most would immediately say WWE 2K20. In all fairness, the game itself wasn't that bad, when it worked. But given how much of a cunt 2K were, then I hope people were fired for their antics. Their antics being attacking fans, critics, criminal hacking. The way Ronnie acted, some would be wondering what could possibly be worse. What could be worse is this invasion card game. You made about 4 moves. It lasted about a minute. Turns out it was a virus. So invasion would be the George Washington. 2K would be the Abraham Lincoln. 2 more. Sadly, there are a lot of contenders. Raw, Revenge, Simpsons, Backstage Assault, Steel Cage, Aftershock. For offensive content, you could make the argument for Rumble Roses. My pick, however, would be WrestleMania 21 on the Xbox because it was broken. Broken! You couldn't play it. The game wouldn't work. Imagine using your hard-earned money to rent this, or even worse, buy it, and find out that it didn't function. With 3 down, 1 to go, I need to make this one special. And I can hear the names being suggested. Betrayal, you really had to ask, why make this, but a okay-ish Game Boy Fighter. Backyard Wrestling was bad, but not jump out at me bad. 5-Star Wrestling should honestly go on here for being a straight rip-off. But I think I got it. Where most choices were either entertaining at the time, a massive disappointment, or taking in the limitations at the time, take Simpsons Wrestling. Now take the Simpsons out of it and make something just as bad 15 years later. Hulk Hogan main event using the augmented reality of your game camera to control a match might sound fun, but this control amounted to maybe 4 moves, 4 motions, and that was the whole game. Where Kinect ranged from working okay to not at all, I think this might be the worst. I remember a similar title, Blackwater. Those mercenaries who murdered to keep Iraq's oil in America's hands, who would become the Proud Boys. No matter how technically good and fun the game was, it was hated because it was Blackwater. No getting around it. With every respect, one could make a similar argument for this game's main star. Take Hogan out of it and make it, say, Cody Rhodes main event. Or Rhea Ripley. Or Bayley. You could make Ichio Reiko the cover star, taking the context, the celebrity out of the game, and you still have something that is objectively bad, so terribly bad. Rotten enough to be one of my 4 worst wrestling games of all time.